Oh, very good morning, afternoon. It's going to be morning to everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome to Bristol, and of course, lovely weather. No fog this time. Lovely to get that EasyJet A320 out just a second ago. That one heading to Venice. How are you all doing this morning? Let's see who we have joined us in the chat. MS Wolves, great to see you here this morning. Tina, of course, great to see you. Alison23, great to see you as well. It's very, very sunny and shiny here in the southwest. I think we're looking at about 33 degrees today. Just have a look at my watch now. It's 26 at the moment, but I'm expecting that to heat up very, very quickly.
Are you going to go in the swimming pool or the sea? In the sea? Elliot, no thank you.
So 11 o'clock's about the beginning of the lunchtime rush here at Bristol. While I've been here just setting up, there's been quite a few arrivals and departures, but it does tend to get a bit more frequent in movements as from 11 onwards. But as you can see, beautiful conditions. I mean, we couldn't ask for more. Obviously a nice cold beer and a swimming pool next to us would be quite nice as well, but we can't have everything. MS Wolf saying, looking forward to seeing some cool weather. Yeah, I mean, I think we've got some due in a week's time. It's going to get a little bit cooler, but I think we've got some generally warm weather now for the next week, which is lovely. Alison saying EasyJets are coming my way this morning. Whereabouts are you, Alison? I assume you're local here, are you? Or not far away from Bristol? Great to see you, Sean. Nice to chat with you earlier as well. I'll catch up with you at some point later today, all right? But lovely to see you here, mate, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, Tina, got plenty of sunscreen. I've been, I think, it feels like I've bathed in it this morning. Yeah, sun cream's definitely on hand for this one. It's going to be hot. I can only imagine how challenging it is airside today on the ground. Amongst those trucks, heavy engines, warm engines, inside the hold of those aircraft, getting all that luggage on. My thoughts go out to those guys. On the cooler days, I bet it's brilliant. Oh, West Wiltshire, that's not far from me. Is that towards Fairford way? So we've got a great school group up here watching. I was tempted to go over and have a chat with them, but I just don't have the time. Unfortunately, it didn't coincide with getting ready for the stream. But I'd love to have had a chat with the kids, explain to them, you know, a few things about the airfield, or even just a little bit about flight, aircraft technology, that sort of thing. But we've got our next arrival coming in. This one, EasyJet from Edinburgh. Oh, listen to those turbo props. They're little and they're inferior to the big boys on the airfield, but you've got to love a turbo prop. Good morning, Webbo. Great to see you in the chat as well. And if anyone's new in the chat, my name is Stu. I'm Airplane Video Guy. Thank you for joining me here this morning at Bristol. Oh, listen to that. Barely any wind today. Nice to see different operation direction this time from the last time we did the show here just a few days ago, and I can get to show you these aircraft up close as they get to the threshold up here at 09s. And look at this backdrop. Look at that. Nice and early. As she heads down to the Channel Islands. The Channel Islands specialist, and they fly to into Gatwick as well. And as one goes out, we've got another one coming in. Next is EasyJet in from Milan. A short hour-and-a-half hop. Lovely buttery touchdown from EasyJet. Full spoilers deployed. Beautiful from EasyJet. And that's the start of lunchtime kicking off. We're going to get some more arrivals and departures shortly. Just bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Just going to grab a quick drink. It is hot here. Very, very hot. So just bear with me 2 seconds. school trips off. Bit of a fire going on just to the left here. There's a lot of work going on at Bristol. The expansion plans are in full swing. A lot of the terminal, not just the terminal, but all the bits that support the terminal, parking, infrastructure. There's a lot going on with that, and that's definitely over towards that way. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. I'll be the first one to let you know if it starts heading anywhere. It shouldn't. Hopefully get a stop from Airside Ops again today. It was great to have a chat over the fence with Frederick last time, and if he is here today, and hopefully he's aware of the stream going on, he might pop over and say a quick hello again. Morning, Louise. Good day to you. Hope you're doing well. We've got Sky Squad TV, Sean here in the chat with us watching. Go and give his channel a follow. I'm sure you probably already follow him already. He's absolutely brilliant. Love his channel, and did a fantastic charity gig at the rooftop just across to our right at the airfield. So big love to his channel. Give him support, guys. School kids are off. I think they just had the time of their life watching about probably half a dozen aircraft coming in and out. Sort of thing I used to do when I was a kid. The old man would take us to the airport. This is where I was born, in Luton. Didn't live there most of my life, only for a few years, but when we were there, we'd be down the airfield with a bottle of pop and some snacks and watching planes. Yeah, Sean. So we were obviously we were here the other day. Airside Ops were just doing their thing. They were obviously making the aircraft, the airport secure, doing a lot of work down at the bottom of 09s, getting rid of the pheasants of all things. And as he came up, he actually stopped and just had a quick conversation over the fence. We were just, he just complimented me on the size of my camera. They were. And we just got chatting about. I asked a few questions to him because there was a lot of things going on the runway. It was a bit of a lull between ops, and we had the fire engines going up and down the runway. We had smaller fire vehicles, Airside Ops going up and down the runway, and I was just intrigued to know what the purpose of that was for, because they weren't actually doing anything else. It was just a lot of high running back and forth, and it's just to basically give the diesel engines in the fire trucks a bit of blow the cobwebs away. Something they do once or twice a month, I think. He said it was once or twice a week, and when the opportunity presents, they obviously get on the runway. But he was also just going through a few things of his duties and roles and what he does, talking about how he makes the airfield safe, some of the places he goes to check out around the perimeter, talking about the birds, what kind of risks there are, and where he goes around the apron. So it was just a very relaxed chat, nothing too formal, but nice to just get an idea of what these guys are doing, because we see them in front of us. They do a fantastic job, but it's great always to know, just to know what exactly they are doing. So when we do see them next time, we can say, oh, that's what they're doing. That's great, we know. But top guy, and thank him again for his time, and also for following the channel as well, because we did see him in the chat as well after, I don't think it was either during his break or after his shift. So yeah, he was, Tina. He was absolutely top guy, and you know, hopefully they'll swing by again today. We're here for a few hours, or however long I can bear the heat, or my camera kit can bear the heat. But we'll do our best and bring as much aviation content to all of you guys. And thanks again for tuning in. If you are new to the stream, my name is Stu. I'm Airplane Video Guy, and I try to visit operations around as many airports locally as I can, mainly Heathrow, but also Bristol and Birmingham. And we do this on a weekly basis, at least twice a week. And we also visit or try to visit airports overseas as well. One of them, Orlando, which we were at just recently. I actually, on the back of the Heathrow stream on Sunday, we actually stopped at Fairford, because it's on my route on the way back on the A417, if anyone knows it. And we got one of the bones coming in after going out on, I guess, some training missions, just keeping everyone fresh and tip-top in the cockpit. I don't think they were actually heading out anywhere specific, just training, and we got one of those coming in, and what a sight that was. It'd be nice to have got one going out and getting that full afterburner, that full thrust. That would have been insane, but that's what we got on this occasion, but very happy with that. We've got aircraft heading out here. We've got EasyJet. We've also got an incoming aircraft, one of Ryanair's 737s on finals. Yeah, it's established. I can see the landing lights are on. We're going to get that one coming in just a second. Oh, brilliant, Alison. Oh, that must be great to be nearby and see all that. I've been fortunate to see the B-52s quite a lot, quite a few times. I've got a great video on the channel in the archives of one of the B-52s going out sideways. I'm sure I've explained that story before, but essentially the gear on a B-52, they're very narrow, the bogie at the front and the rear, and because the fuselage is very narrow and very wide wings, it's very, very difficult for them to make too many sudden movements, especially as they're on the runway. So to compensate with crosswinds, the bogies will turn both at the same angles, and it looks like they're going out sideways. It's something to see. Very buttery for Ryanair. Top marks on that landing. Very little wind here on the airfield. Show you the SOC just now. It is breezing very slightly, but you only have to look at the hedge line behind it. There's barely any movement. So providing there's no crosswinds or thermals just above the airfield, we should see some very buttery landings today. So we had a Loganair arrive just before we went live on there. I think that one was it was either from Guernsey or Jersey. That one's already turned around and it's already about to head out. That was a very quick turnaround. Oh, brilliant, Louis. The Greg's special travels included at Manchester. Yeah, it's nice to see their old livery on a couple of their older aircraft. Was it their 757-200 at Manchester? So, EasyJet holding short as we do have one on finals. I haven't got an opportunity to check to see what it is, I'm afraid, but we're going to get that one coming in next. Yeah, got to have love for the Greg special, and obviously Tina's wheels as well at Heathrow. Nicely done. Look at that backdrop though. So we've got Loganair heading up behind this EasyJet A320. Alright, my flight radar is out of action just for a few minutes because my device has got too hot. So I've just hid it in the shade for a little bit. I've actually got a cool bag, I might drop it in there, that should sort it out. Nice big Leap 1As on the wings. Gear retracted up like a rocket. I'm sure it won't be long before. Flaps and slats will be retracted and it'll be on its way. Next up is Loganair. Like I said, I can't remember if it was from Guernsey or Jersey, this one. Love the sound of those ATR props. Straight out. up like a rocket. Beautiful departure there from Loganair out to the Channel Islands. Back over to the terminal. We've got a Ryanair, which is this is the one that just arrived recently, and we've got I think the passengers have already departed, so we will have passengers boarding that aircraft shortly, and all the airside ops to support that turnaround. Right, just going to catch up with the comments, so bear with me while I catch up. Darminder, great to see you here. Thanks for joining us this morning at Heathrow. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, windsock definitely looking flat, Louise. I wonder if they put the Greg's tail on the TTNA. It sounds like someone needs to get a virtual airline up and running and have a bit of fun with the livery. Logan AK, the shortbread tin. I like that. Shortbread special. Sean said those LEAP engines always look out of place on the A320s. Looks like they're near enough touching the ground. Yeah, they're big, and that's as big as they need to make them big to make them as fuel efficient as they can. And yeah, I mean, especially on the if you see one on a 319, it looks very, very odd. It looks very out of proportion. They definitely should have shortbread biscuits on board. I hope they do. I think every airline should have their speciality snack. I think Virgin's is the used to be the pretzels. But yeah, speaking of those LEAP 1As, the 1Bs which were on the 737 MAX, they look even more like they're going to scrape the ground, and I'm amazed that they don't. Especially if you get a wobbly touchdown, once that gear compresses as it hits the ground, I'm amazed you don't get the odd cow scrape the floor. But they managed to get away with it. So fair play to Boeing for working with the engine manufacturers on that engine and making it work. But that's as big as they can make them for the MAX without raising the aircraft height, and they've actually had to do that on the MAX 10. So obviously that's currently going through, or hopefully going through, the final steps of its certification. But it has actually extending gear on it. Because it's a longer fuselage, and when it takes off, etc., when it lands, that fuselage especially the tail end, is at risk of strikes. So they have to make the gear taller, and the gear actually compresses and almost doesn't fold within itself, but it kind of moves inside itself. I can't think of the technical term right now, to shorten it so it can go back into the fuselage, into the same spot which is occupied on the Dash 8 and the Dash 9. But I'm sure we saw plenty of that once they certify that aircraft and it's out with airlines, and we see it in movement, because I'm sure it'll be a popular aircraft, getting the largest MAX out there on operations. Another aircraft I'm hoping to see certified soon is, as it's only, what was it, 10 years late, is the 777X. I know British Airways have got some of those on order, so it'd be great to see those and see those folding wing tips up close. But I'm amazed by the size of the engines on that aircraft. I mean, it's the biggest production engine in the world in commercial aviation. Oh, going through the water this morning. Very hot here. Temperature check 26 according to my watch. My car was saying elsewhere, but the cars always tend to read a bit higher. Yeah, heating up. It's meant to be around 33 today. But it's a clear day today, so let me just pan round and show you that backdrop behind 09s. I know I was trying to show you that last time, but to be fair, the fog wasn't doing us any favours. But what a backdrop. So in the background there you've got the Bristol Channel, which I understand from earlier comments, I think it was from Anthony, about from the previous stream, or from one of my comments on one of my posts, about the fuel coming in for aircraft through Bristol. But beautiful shot of the Bristol Channel. We can't quite, I say we haven't got any fog today. We have got mist out. I think it's just heat haze rather than actual fog or anything else, but you can generally see, or normally see, Wales in the background. You probably see Cardiff, Newport. Not clear enough to see Cardiff Airport, unfortunately, but great backdrop all the same, and great when you see an aircraft taxi up or obviously coming in on 9s for that background. We're going to go back over to the terminal though. And I'm sure this Ryanair won't be sat there too long, not while it's losing money on the ground. I'm just keeping my eyes on what's crossing over above us as well. We are on the transatlantic route, so we get a lot of the stuff going into Heathrow in Europe from over the pond, and we should be able to get that on a clear day like this. Not a cloud in the sky. This is about as good as it gets over here in the UK for weather. But I expect a lot of these stands which are in front of us here to the left of Ryanair and to the right will start to fill up soon as we get into the lunchtime rush. There is generally 3 times a day which is busy at Bristol. Probably the busiest is first thing in the morning when they start ops around 6, just before 6 AM. You do literally have aircraft queuing to get out of Bristol, and around lunchtime, the time we're at now, and obviously around sort of your dinner tea time in the evening as well. But we have got incoming aircraft. We've got one of Ryanair's Boeing 737-800s coming in from Valencia. That's 7 minutes out, so we'll get that one coming in shortly. That's at just over 7,000 feet at the moment, and that will follow a path up the coastline and around the Bristol Channel, and then up into Bristol. It's a lovely route in. If you ever get a chance to fly from Bristol or to Bristol, either way, It follows a beautiful path up the you go over the Weston-super-Mare. If anyone knows Weston-super-Mare, it's the southwest version of Blackpool. So you get to see the long, I wouldn't probably say golden, but sands, if you want to call it that, of Weston-super-Mare. But really nice, flight into Bristol and up the Channel. Very picturesque. Thanks, Louise. So we've got 3 aircraft delayed for arrival. That's interesting. Yeah, it's a beautiful backdrop here. Absolutely stunning. Oh, that was nice. The bin lorry just went past and the gust of wind it created. Whoa. Yeah. Albeit smelling a bit funky. So we've got Ryanair coming in shortly, followed by some delayed arrivals. Thanks for that, Louise. So we do have 2 aircraft due to head out shortly, both with EasyJet. We've got the Naples flight at 11:45. That's delayed to 11:47. And the Edinburgh flight, which is on time at 11:55. So they'll be out shortly. And then we've got a host of arrivals then going through the 12s and 1s, which is where it really gets busy. So we almost just enjoy this bit of a lull, really, in between ops, and just take in the airport. And if you've got any questions about the airport or about anything at all, just let me know in the comments. Hey Anthony, good to see you this morning. So there are expansion plans for this airport, and that's to take it beyond the threshold of 27, and make Bristol a more competitive airport. There's definitely growth in the UK to expand airports and get more operations going in and out. Now I know they're obviously trying to do that, the likes of Gatwick and Heathrow. Airside ops out and about. Checking that runway before that arriving Ryanair flight. That'd be nice to have a blast up and down the runway, wouldn't it? So just waiting for that Ryanair to become established on finals. It's just heading towards the airfield now. No landing lights yet, from what I can see. But just a minute away, 2,500 feet. Right, I can see landing lights now. So I met a chap at Heathrow just over a week ago who used to work up at Manchester, and he actually did work with the buses, which I think is the best way to see any airport. So that bus clearly getting ready for this arriving Ryanair flight, which we'll get in just in a second. Airside ops are still on the runway at the threshold of 27. Thanks for the call outs, Louise. That's really helpful. Thank you. See if we can get it through the heat haze. The heat is going to be intense today, so we'll do our best to get these long shots in. Looking nice and stable. Nicely down. So Anthony saying, never been to this airport, met a few friends over the years in different European resorts flying from here. Said it's not a bad airport to fly. It's not, it's a lovely airport. Years ago it used to be a much smaller airport and it used to get congested very quickly in the terminal. But lots of investment, especially with the expansion plans. It's a lovely little airport to fly from. My wife flew from here the other day. She'd always pick Bristol if she can help it. She's actually flying back into Luton. That's just because of costs. Sometimes it's just easier to cost each flight differently as opposed to getting a return. But yeah, lovely airport to fly from. But I've flown from here, I'm just trying to think how many times I've flown from Bristol. It must be at least, I'd say probably between 10 and 15 times, maybe a dozen, to different places, mainly holiday resorts, your Turkeys, your Spains, Greece, Canary Islands, that sort of thing. So Ryanair just holding short after arriving. I'm assuming because that's because EasyJet's on pushback. I don't think that Ryanair's actually pulling up down that, and they generally tend to be at this end of the airfield towards where I am, where the other one is, which we've got, we had in view earlier. But ground ops moving around, ready to intercept that Ryanair flight. Of course, they want to try and turn that around as quick as possible. They're not making any money on the ground. And you know what Ryanair's motto is. Hey Richard, great to see you in the chat, and you as well, Daniel. Thank you very much for joining us. So Richard saying he's flown to Edinburgh from Budapest from Bristol. No issues with either trips. Decent airport, to be fair. It is, and it's a nice size as well. It's not too overbearing. It's got a few restaurants in there. It's at the moment, I'd say it's absolutely spot on. But of course, we never know what's going to happen in the future. I know Bristol are trying to attract international routes again, international over perhaps to North America, like they used to years ago. And that's obviously only going to increase passenger numbers and probably size of aircraft as well. Alison saying it would be nice if they expanded to Canada, USA again, like Cardiff has just started with WestJet. Yeah, I'm sure it's got to be on the cards at some point. I know they are trying to reach back over international waters again, west of us, and I'm sure if it's working at Cardiff, it won't be long before it's happening here. Definitely loads of potential. I mean, they used to fly over here. I've flown to New York with former airline Continental before it merged with United. So it's definitely got the opportunity to do it. And the runway here is long enough if they've got the right aircraft. They do fly Dreamliners out of here for TUI. So it's definitely doable. Good morning, Alex. Welcome to the stream. And Nicholas, welcome as well. Good to see you both here. Alex saying, flying out of here, month today to Kos. Lovely. I like Kos. And I'm sure they're going to have weather just like we've got here at the moment. But what's that, about a 3.5 hour flight? Something close to that. Which I think is probably about right on anything this kind of size, like a 320 or a 737. So that Ryanair, as we spoke about earlier, heading into the top end of the airfield along with that other Ryanair. Ops already on the ground waiting to intercept that arrival. But let's go over to EasyJet on this next departure. Yo, look at that backdrop. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh, up early. Gear up. A beautiful departure from EasyJet. That one heading out to Edinburgh. Courtesy of Louise, thanks for that. Great call outs. So incoming tanker to that Ryanair. We'll get these passengers jumping off in a second.
I don't know what time my dad's flight time. He said it's like around midday or like half 12. Yeah, so if I go into the airport and stuff, I'll just get I'll get charged.
And if anyone doesn't know, Louise is a moderator on the stream, so big thumbs up to her. So if you don't like the stream for me, do it for her. Top job as always. So German mapping saying WestJet Cardiff Toronto on a 737. Yeah, that sounds about right. I know WestJet does operate into with their 737 MAX, not just to that airport as well. I'm just trying to think. Also, Air Canada, they operate a 737 MAX into Heathrow from Canada. So as long as you don't mind that stint over the ocean on a smaller aircraft, I guess it all just depends really on if how comfortable they make the journey. If they pack you in like sardines, it's not going to be a pleasurable experience. But if they can get those seat pictures right, in line with wide bodies, which I think is around sort of a 30 inches, 29 to 31 inches. I think if they can do it on the latter, I think they'll be on to a winner. Sky Squad, Sean saying, I'm not sure I'd want to sit on a 737 7+ hours. Yeah, definitely, mate. It's a long time. And if anyone's been fortunate to be go in the cockpit of a 737 MAX, same with the 757 as well. If you thought your seating arrangements were cramped in the back, wait till you sit in the hot seats at the front. It's an incredibly cramped space. Even in the 747, it's a cramped space. So think of those poor pilots as well as us. Or at least they've got a good view at the front, haven't they? But I imagine time flies when you are flying an aircraft. Over in the States, a lot of their internal networks. So if you think of East-West Coast operations, etc., a lot of them use narrow body for those routes now, and it's certainly if you fly with airlines like Delta, they will have seat back screens on their A321s. And also on their 757s as well. 757s as well. So you have got that kind of short haul model on long haul routes, but they do pack in the best bits about long haul on those aircraft. So we've got EasyJet heading up to the active. We've got one of their A320, A320s heading to Naples. We've also got incoming aircraft, which is just established on finals. Landing lights are on from Malaga. We've got EasyJet's A320 as well. So one going out and one coming in. We'll get both of those as they get closer to the active. We've got this EasyJet A320 on the way up to 09. Got that windsock's got no life in it whatsoever. So this is what I really love. So there's a bit of an incline to the top of 09. It probably doesn't do it justice on the camera, but what the aircraft do tend to do as they get towards the threshold just here, before they enter the active runway, sometimes they will roll slowly up to it to hopefully continue the roll up to the active, because it is higher, and if they can do that all in one go, why not? But let's get the next arrival, which is EasyJet. Full spoilers, arm reverses, beautiful landing on EasyJet. I'm going to swing round to this one, heading up to the active next. So giving it a bit of welly to get up that hill. So I need to run over and give it a push. Up you go. I'm going to catch up with the chat in a minute, but we're just going to get this one going out next. Take time to admire that backdrop. Sorry, I know I go on about it, but it is stunning. You don't get many backdrops like that with airports these days. Just shows how rural this airfield is. It's about, I think, 8 to 10 miles just southwest of Bristol. about 650 feet elevation, which is what makes it prone to fog. She goes. Still making a racket. Stunning departure. And as I say that, we've got a next incoming aircraft right behind that. We're going to get that one coming in now. Established on finals. Landing lights are on. If I can get it in focus, there we go. Next arrival for you at Bristol. Another EasyJet. Full reversers and spoilers. Beautifully done. We've got airside ops ready to do inspections by the look of it. And we've got buses on the move ready to intercept that flight. So I'll just catch up with the comments in a sec, guys. I'll get this EasyJet on the way up. Great to see you in the chat, Dwayne. Welcome to the stream this morning, or this afternoon now. It's just ticked over 12:03 on my watch. Great to see you here, Dwayne. So Anthony's saying he only flies first class on long haul. Very nice indeed. Yeah, I think we all hope to fly, or I can certainly speak for myself, would like to fly business or first class at least at some point in my life. I've had a couple of fortunate upgrades, but the airlines at the time weren't particularly established as nice products in those classes. But I was grateful for those upgrades. So it looks like everyone's trying to keep cool today. Yeah, Sean, I'd love to try Emirates business class. Even their premium product is exceptional. So the terminal's starting to fill up, I should say, as we get into that lunchtime rush. Lots going on the ground. We've got this Ryanair 737. Doors are open, ready for boarding, as is the one to the left of it as well. We're going to concentrate on that EasyJet because we're going to have some deboarding going on there, and ops also doing their thing as well. Guys, if you are new to the stream or you're enjoying it, a like would be absolutely sensational, and I'd really, really appreciate that. And like I said earlier, if you can't do it for me, do it for Louise, and her great work in the chat moderating the stream. Thank you, Louise. So Dwayne's saying he's going to Manchester Airport at some point this year. I'd like to get up to Manchester, it's been a while. So Alison's saying Singapore 777, only 4 seats in the cabin and the service crew with that. Was that one of their business products? I assume so. Anthony saying I did the A380 Singapore, 22 seats. I assume that's their business class product? Or was that first class for them? Good morning to Glenn, Alan as well. And Jane Welsh lady, hello to you as well. No, Alan didn't see the beluga, unfortunately. but I imagine that would have been an absolutely beautiful sight.
My phone's about to die, so I don't even know.
So we've got aircraft arm finals, which I'm going to spin around for in a second. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes, guys. Come on.
Yeah, really cool. Really cool.
Oh, nice first class cabin on Singapore. I'm sure there isn't a lot of products to beat that. Singapore regularly winning awards for their cabin and service. The sun glistening off those leading edges as they face us to create that lift during final stages of arrival of this Jet 2 737. Beautifully done. Oh wow, nearly a ratio of 1 crew to 1 passenger. Now that is service. Thanks for being the 50th like, Dwayne. Top fella, well done, thank you. Yeah, I'd love to have an opportunity to fly on Singapore and Emirates as well. I'm just trying to think what Middle East. I've been on Gulf Air, which were nice. That was on there. It was actually Gulf Air I had the upgrade to business on, but this was about, it must have been about 18 years ago. I was going to Thailand and they upgraded us on the second leg from Bahrain to Bangkok. And it was essentially just a slightly larger cabin. There was nothing in addition which you got special. Even the meal, I'm sure the meals were still out of a carton. But still nice to get it. We had loads of leg room, which was nice. And after doing the sector from Heathrow to Bahrain, it was very much welcomed. So Glenn saying he flew to Singapore on the A380 last year, only 80 on board across all classes. Wow. Let's hope that their cargo was propping up the bottom line for that flight. Did you give them a tip? I'd love to fly on the Singapore A380. Such a presence in the air in that livery. Fortunately for me personally, I've flown the 380 with BA, which was a brilliant flight. Flown it twice on their Miami leg, Heathrow to Miami and back. And I remember the flight being full and just seeing the massive people trying to board the aircraft at the beginning. Because you know what it's like, you get to the gate, I think everyone's, well, me personally, I'm excited to get on board, but you get people who would obviously want to get on board before everyone else. And although it's called in groups, everyone's trying to rush to get onto that aircraft as quick as they can. And it's a yeah, it was interesting trying to siphon out the right passengers to get on board at the right time. Louis saying last time I flew to Gran Canaria was in July 2010 and I was 5 months pregnant. Wow, Louise. How did you get on with the heat with being pregnant? Well done to you though. Right, next arrival coming in. Who gave that person a horn? Yeah, that frightened the life out of me, to be fair. I wasn't expecting that. I think it was an accident when they were trying to get out of the vehicle. Louis said, yeah, the heat then was horrible from Stu and lost my son just... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Louise. That's absolutely awful. Mark's in the stream. Good day to you, Mark. Good afternoon. All looks a busy little airport. Not been here before. Yeah, it is a busy little airport. And we're into lunchtime operations. Definitely lots of movement on the ground and in the sky. We should get some more arrivals shortly and some departures. We're obviously just capturing what's on the ground at the moment. But loads going on. So we've got EasyJet joining the pack at the bottom there. They tend to occupy the easterly side of the airfield, and then we've got Ryanair at the top here. If you come here first thing in the morning, this place is normally absolutely jam-packed, and all of this outdoor space here on the apron is generally full of aircraft as well. But loads going on the ground. We've got passengers climbing on board in front of us. Right, bear with me guys, just going to grab a quick drink. We have got another aircraft just on finals.
Yeah.
Try and get through the heat haze here, guys. Another Jet 2 arrival. So Anthony sat in the garden with a nice jug of iced tea. Watching my landscapers doing a job I'm paying them for along. Watching this awesome stream and planes. Thanks Anthony, and are they doing a top job? Hope you're giving them the benefit of the doubt in this heat. Mark saying, too hot for gardening, never tried iced tea. I'm still drinking hot coffee. Oh my god. Sometimes it is, they do say it's sometimes better to drink hot drinks when it's hot. I prefer a cold one. So we've got another arriving aircraft which we'll ping round to in a sec. Got a few clouds in the sky. Thanks Louise. Next arrival from Man, Jet 2 737-800, 8 years old, 2 hours and 14 minutes of travel. Louise, yeah. Spread the love and joy. So aircraft very slowly filling up all the slots here at Bristol. We've got more remote stands available. No air bridges. The next arrival coming in now. Jet 2 in the Holidays livery. They do run those two liveries. They've got the Jet 2 Holidays and the standard Jet 2 with the silver fuselage, which we've had in twice this morning. And I'm sure we'll get those going out very, very shortly. But terminal's starting to fill up, which only means one thing: these have got to leave to make way. So I know these two Ryanairs have been here a while. They should be turning around shortly.
Quite nice in the shade. Yeah.
So we do have another aircraft on arrivals, which is established. Lights are on for landing. We'll get that just as it gets a bit closer because we are struggling a little bit with the heat haze.
Yeah.
More ops on the ground going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad, but landing in 7 minutes. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah. I'm literally covering the track in that flight. They're sort of like, it's Bristol must be like that way. Yeah. We're flying over, Marsh Common. Have you heard of Marsh Common? Yeah. Bradley Stoke. Yeah. Oh, I see. They're coming round.
So we have got airside ops coming up to us along the fence. I'm going to spin round and see if maybe they might have a quick chat. They'll probably go straight past. Thanks for that call out, Louise. Got the wave from Airside. Different chap this time, but still friendly enough to give us the wave on the way past. So we do have another aircraft on finals. We'll spin round and get that just in a second. Just a little bit out of focus for the moment. We've got Ryanair finally on pushback. Nice to see a 321 in. Longest variant of the A320 family. And we've got one of EasyJet's and also Ryanair on the way up to 09s. Stand corrected, that EasyJet is heading to remote stand. So these are the stands they generally fill when the terminal stands are full, which is nice. It's a bit closer to where we're located, and we can get some nice close-up shots as they depart the aircraft. Next, heading up to the active is this Ryanair 737 MAX 8. We do have another aircraft on finals, which is one of EasyJet's again. One of the A320s from Olbia, just under 2,000 feet away. Then we've also got the Malaga to Bristol Jet 2 flight in the Jet 2 silver and red livery. So lots of aircraft coming in and lots heading out as well. We've also got another EasyJet out on pushback as the lunchtime rush continues. That's the EasyJet, which arrived just a few minutes ago, and we'll be preparing to deboard it very quickly. Mr. Blobby, great to see you in the stream. Thanks for joining us. Next arrival coming in now. Sorry, say that again. I'm not on TikTok, on YouTube. You alright, you having a good time?
Yeah, it's my second time ever playing to one. Yeah.
Oh, is it? What do you think?
It's quite busy.
It is, isn't it? Great little airport. You can see one coming round now to finals.
Next one's a special livery as well.
Oh, is it?
The Europe car.
Oh, lovely. What's your name, by the way?
Channing?
Channing?
Yeah.
I'll give you a shout out on the show. Big shout out to Channing, who's watching next to the vehicle here. So Ryanair heading up to the active. So Ryanair will be holding short just as that arrival comes in first. So we've got another aircraft about to join finals. Ryanair looks like it's heading out next, or is it holding short? It's crossed the last stop for active, so Ryanair looks like it's going out next. This departure is going to be loud with those CFM 56 on full chat. using every metre of that runway at Bristol. And as one goes out, another one is due in next. So let's see if we get to 100 likes, guys. Let's get there. Let's go through the comments. Sorry, guys, I've been rubbish with the comments in the last 10 minutes. Stephen X in the stream with us. Thanks for joining us, Stephen. Yeah, there is generally, it's mostly those three airlines, but we also got TUI. It comes in here, Logan Air, Sun Express, Turkish airline. They also come into this airport as well. We've got another aircraft on finals. See you in a bit, Mark. Enjoy your lunch. Just going to top up the sun cream. Well, there's a very, very short lull. Very, very short. There was a lot of people down at the spotting area this morning. If you are watching the stream, come over and say hi. Great to meet everyone who's watching and participating, or even just viewing in the background. So Jet2 heading up to the remote stands. Ryanair also just been pushed back and now detached from the tug. We'll be ready to taxi up to the active. And we've also got arriving aircraft established on finals as well. Yeah, we've got the Logies as well. Thanks, Anthony. There we go. And here's your first TUI. What, let's do brakes. She was coming in hot as well. Trying to make the next taxiway, I guess. Got Ryanair heading up next to the active. We've also got that Jet 2 heading up as well, which will be filling the spot vacated by that Ryanair. Indeed, the shortbread biscuit run. The shortbread express. Or the shortbread shuttle, as they are very much a shuttle route, operating just on those short routes. We're going to have a book of names soon, aren't we? Acronyms and... How's the audio now, Tina? Is that right? I might just need to move my... Is it on me, or is it what you see in front of the camera, as in the aircraft sounds? It might just be my mic. I think where my tops become so baggy from the... Oh, birds in the vicinity. I'm sure we'll have aircraft operations up here shortly. My top's become very saggy from the heat, and I think my microphone's gone south. So it could be my microphone if it's struggling. If it's me, if it's the camera, that's different. How does that sound at the moment? Can you hear me all right now? I'll just move it a bit closer to my chops. There we go. Is that any better? So we've got another aircraft on finals, which will be landing straight after this Ryanair. Just heading out to Milan. Equally hot, I'd imagine. Although close to the mountains, so... straight out. Thanks, Tina. Thanks for confirming. That's great. See you in a sec, Louise. Thanks for that. So we've got next arrival coming in shortly. The next arrival from Palma de Mallorca. That TUI 737 MAX in front of us, that one just arrived about 10 minutes ago. That will be deboarding shortly. Buses are ready. We'll get those passengers skipping out that aircraft, as I'm sure they're great to be back on the ground, and also great to be here in wonderful weather. I'm sure that's what they've left behind them. Right, bear with me guys, I'm just going to grab a drink, be right back. That wasn't a beer, but it would have been nice if it was. We've got another aircraft on finals. We'll get that one coming in very, very shortly. Just staying on this TUI 737 MAX, we've got Ryanair heading up towards a gate. Right, landing lights are on that arriving aircraft, established 4 arrivals. Good to see you back, Louise. So we've got aircraft on finals, landing lights are on, and that one is established for landing. People departing this TUI flight, which arrived just about 10 minutes ago. All the operations are on the ground and around it, ready to get them to the terminal and bring over the new passengers. Turn that aircraft around and get it out of Bristol. If you are new to the stream, my name is Stu. I'm an airplane video guy. Welcome to Bristol Airport. I stream at least 2 times a week, normally from Heathrow, but Bristol is actually my local airport, as well as Birmingham as well, and I shall be at Birmingham on Thursday. So, arriving aircraft coming in next. And a beautiful landing there from EasyJet. I hope those buses are air conditioned, because they will need them. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed already or liked, that would be superb if you could do that. Liking just supports the channel and it's free, and I appreciate all the help in helping to push this channel to more people and sharing this airside action with the rest of the world. If you are enjoying the stream, of course, a sub to the channel would be brilliant as well. Thank you. So let's see if we can get to 100 likes, guys. Come on, we can do it. Always nice to see a long procession of tails across any terminal, like we see at Heathrow all the time. We get a bit of that today at Bristol. So how's everyone watching the show today? I'm sure you're not all out in the garden or outside surviving the heat wave which is bombarding us this week. Guys, I'll just get an audio check with you. I'm not sure if it's working 100% and not dropping out. Can you just check to see if that all sounds right to you in the stream? Thank you. Alex saying on my phone while I should be working. Glenn Eldridge, did you plan that lineup in that order? No, I don't think they would have listened to me if I did anyway. 100 likes, fantastic. Thanks, Tina. Louise saying audio 10 out of 10. Just checking because mine seems to be dropping out, but it could be just localised to me. As long as it sounds great in the stream, that's brilliant. Thank you, guys. Glenn, on the TV, beer in hand. Oh, would you like to swap just for 5 minutes? Thanks for confirming, Louise. I've just changed my my earpiece, and that seems to be fine. So it's been getting low on battery or something. So got a bit of a lull in operations. Nothing going out and nothing coming in just yet. So let's see what's going on the ground. We've got that lovely tail shot at the terminal, but of course we've had a few aircraft arrive, so we've got bits going on the ground. EasyJet flying the flag down at the westerly side, sorry, the easterly side of the airfield. Great to see an A321 at Bristol, the longer variant of the A320 family. Obviously we were talking earlier about getting North American or Canadian carriers over here, and obviously with the XLR A321 there's and the 737 MAX, there's definitely a possibility for that. As long as they can make the routes work, I can't imagine why they wouldn't be here. Split Scimitar, great to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. I think we'd all swap with Glenn by the sound of it. The Split Scimitar watching in my kitchen whilst guarding 2 feral hounds from chewing everything. Well, as long as they don't chew the TV or your phone, so you can carry on watching. What dogs have you got? Yeah, bring the beer, Glenn. That'd be very welcome. Oh yeah, bring the beers to Brum. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Louise. Ryanair, just over Weston-super-Mare, so that'll be turning on to finals very shortly. I can see it now. Landing lights are on. So that's to be established for 09. Yeah, definitely, Louise. A nice cocktail, yeah. Lots of crushed ice. Maybe a little umbrella in it as well. Bit of fruit. So we'll get this arriving Ryanair shortly. I'm not going to zoom in on it yet because it just will not work with the heat haze. We'll stay on the terminal for now. So everyone departed on that TUI 737 MAX. We'll have the buses over shortly to fill that one back up, and I'm sure that will be back out again, heading easterly out of here. But loads of aircraft occupying stands and remote stands here at Bristol. Hey Natasha, didn't realise you could fly to Bari from Bristol. Oh, that's great to know. And I'm assuming that's because you might have been there, or are there. Mad, I could hear the vortices spinning round behind that aircraft after it landed. So thanks for that, Louise. KLM delayed till 1:31. Another airline due into this airport. KLM as well. Split sitting my daughter's Frenchies. Nightmare. They're going home tonight, thank God. Get the house back to yourself. You can take out the eyeballs in the back of your head. Sky Squad TV saying, come out of the Lurkers Lounge after lunch. How are you doing in the heat? Airplane video guy. Tech all good. Yeah, it's standing up at the moment. I'm not sure of who's going to win between me and the kit though, but we're going to try our best to stay out as long as we can. Fortunately, there's a cloud just gone overhead, and it's just providing a little bit of shadow from across, and it's just protecting us from the heat. Hopefully that'll last 10 minutes at least. We've got plenty of drinks, we've got some snacks here, so that'll keep us going. But definitely intense heat today. Just check it on my watch. We're hitting 30 on my watch now. So that was 26 when we arrived, now up to 30. Meant to be around 33 today. So we've still got a little bit of a way to go. Literally anything that goes past now is creating a breeze. So if anyone is driving up and down here and they happen to be aware of the stream, please keep driving up and down. Yep, Natasha will stay hydrated. So Sean from Sky Squad saying potential thunderstorm brewing from 3 PM onwards. That'll be good timing because 3 PM is about the time we are looking to finish today's stream. If we can get to 3 PM, we'll do our best. So Natasha asking how hot is it in the UK at the moment. At Bristol Airside it's 30 degrees, but looking at 33 I believe. And we're also elevated, we're 600 feet above sea level, which isn't going to help the cause at all. But we'll definitely stay hydrated. I could do with a nice big fan. If anyone wants to come down and wave that fan, by all means. Yeah, if you're wondering what airport we are at Bristol. And we're streaming through the lunchtime rush at the moment. We've had lots of arrivals and departures. Ground looking pretty busy. I expect those bus drivers haven't stopped. And they're just constantly got the engine running, air conditioning running for all of those passengers they're hauling round this airfield. All these aircraft on remote stands, no air bridges. That TUI all by itself out there, it's almost like it's being punished. Thanks, Louise. Ryanair to Barcelona, late departing. Thanks for confirming, Natasha. Good to see it's nice and crystal clear. And I hope the video quality is also just as clear. I'm hoping this intense heat doesn't cook it. Right, should have departed 12. Yeah, Billy, no mates for sure. Don't know what it's done to offend everyone. Didn't get the memo on the dress code, orange or red, or blue, dark blue, royal blue. Has anyone got any family or friends flying out of Bristol anytime soon? Maybe even today. We'd love to get them going out or coming in. So fill up those buses. Air conditioning on. I'm sure they won't have any air conditioning running on those aircraft while they're sat on the ground. Which is why in many of them, if I just pan through all these tails, you can see a lot of them with the doors still open, even though they're not embarking any passengers or anyone departing. So I'm assuming that's a bus going to that TUI flight, or they're doing a airport tour, an organised airport tour. So Sandra's saying, yes, my brother is arriving around 2 from Alicante. Well, hopefully we'll get your brother coming in, and he can watch the stream back later and see himself arriving. Yeah, quite right, Natasha, doing some great work on Bristol. And yet they do fly to many places here. Still waiting for that USA flight though. So Louis saying Jet 2 to Antalya just pinged. I'm just looking out for it to see if I can see which one it is. It must be down the eastern side of the airfield. Oh no, it's one. We've got one on pushback, so it's going to be that one. Silver fuselage. Brilliant, thanks Louise. I'm not sure where that bus went to, that TUI flight, it's just disappeared. Unless it's hiding just around the fence line. So they've turned that Jet 2 facing easterly. So I'm just wondering if there's been any. There might be changes to ops because I'll just go around to the windsock. It is facing the opposite way, so they might be changing ops here, guys. So we might get the aircraft going out in front of us instead of taxiing and thrusting up in front of us. So nice to get a bit of a changeover to ops during today's show. So I'm looking in the opposite direction now for arrivals. Yeah, thanks for confirming, Louise. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, Jet 2's definitely facing the direction to the threshold of 27. So getting arrivals and departures in both directions today, guys. What a lovely treat. I think that's what we deserve after standing around in the sunshine. If you are new to the stream, guys, my name is Stu. I'm an airplane video guy. Thanks for joining in on this sunny Tuesday afternoon, and appreciate your time spending it with me instead of being out enjoying the sunshine, unless you're doing both. But you're joining me at Bristol, and as you can see, lots of activity here today during the lunchtime rush. We've got operation changes, so they were coming in west to east on 09s, now going east to west on 27. And you might be able to just hear that Jet 2 just thrusting up, getting those CFM 56s up to pace and getting that aircraft moving down towards 27. Oh no, is it coming up here? I can't make head or tail whether they're doing 9s or 27s. Unless it's jumping on from there and going short. I highly doubt it. Right, it looks like they're still doing 09s. maybe a last minute decision, maybe a bit of to or from the tower as to which ops they were confirming. But it looks like that one's heading up to 09, so we get a nice close up as that taxis up towards the active. Might even get a wave from the captain or first officer. Mark's back from lunch. Have you enjoyed that, mate? Anything nice today? Maybe a salad or something appropriate for the warm climate? Got another aircraft due for departure. This one of EasyJet's A320s. We've also got another aircraft on arrivals. think this was going to make it out in time before the next arrival. So we'll spin around for that one as it gets closer to the threshold of 09s. Anthony firing up the barbecue with a couple of ribeyes. Sounds good to me. Yeah, what? Yeah, what time do you want to expect us round? Have you got room for 68 people? Beautifully put down, and some company for that other 2E Max over on stand. But over to this Airbus A319 of EasyJet. That's it. Getting those engines up, that aircraft up that hill. Yeah, making me very hungry, Anthony. Luckily I do have a couple of backup plans in the lunchbox. Nothing exotic as a ribeye though, but I can just imagine smelling it right now. Nice cold drink, crushed ice. Beautiful departure from EasyJet. Got another aircraft on finals. Lovely KLM Embraer. Over from Amsterdam. TUI 737 MAX that arrived just a few minutes ago, about to be unloaded. Thanks for joining us, Mark. Have a great rest of your day. Anthony's saying, oh yes, Joe, I have room for 69 people. Watch it, not a bother. Mate. That's it. Yeah, send us the memo and we'll be around shortly. I'll just borrow one of these Airside buses and we should be able to fill one of those. I'll of course make sure it's been regassed with the air conditioning. That KLM Embraer actually turned round on the active and came back up to terminal. Oh, there's a lovely cloud above us right now, giving us lots of most needed shade. So let's see if we can get 250 likes, guys. We can do it. Thanks, Louise. Is the audio okay now? I think the heater gremlins might be getting the better of my kit, but I shall keep going. Yeah, Bristol Alicante flight just left now. We've got fewer transponders on in the terminal. We've got the Jet 2 and the silver livery on pushback now. That heading out to Kos. We've also got the Jet 2 Holidays livery heading out to Gran Canaria, also with transponder on. And we've also got EasyJet's Bristol to Fairford flight, which is down the far end of the airfield. Last aircraft we can see, also a transponder ready to head out. Thanks, Louise. Thanks, Tina. I have just closed down everything and rebooted it to check it definitely isn't my end. It could be. I mean, the heat is intense. We've got this lovely cloud above us right now. It's like having an umbrella. Temperatures here 31 degrees airside at Bristol at the moment. Passengers departing that TUI 737 MAX, which arrived just a short time ago. I'm sure they'd be looking forward to stepping into this sunshine and continue with those tans wherever it is sun bleach they've came from. Thanks, Sean. Anthony causing trouble again. Wouldn't be Anthony if he wasn't causing trouble, surely. Right, so we've got two Jet 2s on the way up. We've got the one in the silver Jet 2 livery, and we've also got the Jet 2 Holidays livery heading up as well as EasyJet's A320 at the very far end of the airfield heading up as well. So we'll get those departures going out shortly. Bit of apron jousting there between EasyJet and Jet 2. So we've got the Jet 2 Com livery heading up to the active next. Look at that backdrop. That's good. Let's just zoom out a bit and appreciate that. A little bit of pump of the throttles to get onto that, over that threshold, onto 09s. Beautiful departure there from Jet 2 in the Jet 2 Holidays livery. And it's about to get busier here because we've got 2 EasyJet Airbus A320s ready to head up to the active as well. And we've also got one of Ryanair's 737s also on pushback in the background. Get a nice close-up of the tug. And I've love for the tugs. Airside Ops doing the rounds up close to the fence in front of us. And that Ryanair's going to slip up the inside. Thanks, Louise. I'm going to get that one now. Yeah, let's get 250 likes, guys. We can do it. We've got lots of activity going on. We've got 2 EasyJet Airbus A320. We've got the A320 and 21 on the way up, plus Ryanair as well. And we've also got transponders on 2 more EasyJet Airbuses at the far end of the field. I know Sean was saying earlier about these cannons on these A320s. That's the LEAP 1A engines, looking ever so slightly not right on these smaller aircraft, but looks perfect on the A321. So we've got incoming aircraft again behind us. Oh, it's like March of the Penguins. All herding up to 09s. So this one's not going to get out in time to be that arriving aircraft, but we'll get that coming in first. Oh yeah, Anthony, much needed. I can tell you that. It's like someone's just opened a huge umbrella above me. Split skirmishes jumping all over the shot at the end of those wings. So this is your lineup, guys. We've got to start from the back. We've got aircraft heading up from the terminal. It's just like the morning rush now. Those big cannons on those wings. There you go. What nice nerdy. Gear up. Airside Ops getting rid of birds, or shooing them away rather. I think the last thing they need to do is harm birds, but they need to do what they can to make sure this airfield is safe for arrivals and departures of taxi aircraft. We've got another EasyJet Airbus A320 on the way up to join the ongoing queue to get out of Bristol. Bristol looking very hot right now in terms of departures. Beautiful departure. Lovely shot with the sharklet in the background. Gear up. Sorry guys, not really paying attention to the comments at the moment. There's too much going on, and I don't want anyone to miss it, so bear with me. Behind that we've got Ryanair's 737 800 Max, then another EasyJet A320. Next aircraft heading up to the active to add to the two in front. Amanda Jones, welcome to the stream. Sorry guys, I'm just catching up with the last comments. I'll work my back, there, tongue-tied. I'll work my way back through them shortly. So Ryanair heading out next in their 737 MAX. Hey Sandra, welcome to the stream. Yeah, let's get to 150 likes, guys. Come on, we can do it. So we've got another EasyJet A320 behind this one in Europe car livery. Gosh, like Heathrow. So we've got Jet2 in the Jet2 livery, Jet2.com livery on pushback with transponder on. and rest. Oh, that was an intense 25 minutes for sure. Now we have got that jet2.com in the silver livery heading up. We've also got Ryanair's 737 MAX also on pushback. I'll be right back, guys, just grabbing another drink from the bag. So we've got another arrival incoming, which will swing round and get in just a second. Sorry about the ASMR.
Birmingham Airport on Saturday, which is amazing, isn't it? They've got like picnic benches and like. See ya.
Hard on those brakes and those reverse thrusters. That went in from Dublin. Thanks for the call outs, Louise. Top job as always. And if you don't like the stream for me, like it for Louise. She's doing a top job. So here's your next departure, jet2.com livery in the famous silver and red. And we've also got Ryanair's 737 MAX on just on the taxiway. Tug, they're just taking the tug away, and that one should be up as well. We've also got KLM City Hopper. It's Embraer 190 also pushed back and ready to come up to the active. Oh, we got a greetings from Malta. I'm going to have a go at pronouncing your name. I'm going to call you Pancras because I'm going to butcher the rest. But greetings from Malta. I've been to Bristol many times on my way to Gloucester. I'm familiar with Gloucester. Whereabouts are you going in Gloucester? But welcome to the stream. Sorry about the pronunciation of your handle name. So Jet 2 out next at Bristol. Those NG engines thrusting that Jet 2 into the air and out of Bristol. Next departing aircraft, we've got KLM with their City Hopper over to Amsterdam. Another EasyJet A320 on pushback. A long time on the threshold. Hopefully no tech issues with that aircraft, and it's just a case of waiting for permission to push those throttle levers far forward as they can. Here we go. Pratt & Bray adopting the same gear stowaway as the 737 with no effective doors over the wheels. Next aircraft out, Ryanair's 737 MAX. So we've got EasyJet A320 on the way up for departure as well, which should be shortly up here behind this Ryanair 737 MAX. Those engines tucked in against the fuselage. Laura Smith, great to see you in the stream, welcome. Just appreciate that backdrop. Beautiful departure, and that's kind of come to the end of that mass wave of departures. I'm just going to catch up with the comments, guys, so bear with me. I'm just going to drop the camera in on somewhere of interest with a little bit of action just while I grab a drink, and then I'll catch up with those comments because I don't want to miss any and see what you're talking about.
Yeah, if you've got any results like that means that this is generic. Getting on?
So Tina's saying the KLM reminds you of London City. Yeah, can't beat London City with that backdrop of the financial district behind, especially on an evening with a glorious sunset. 2 more likes for 150. Come on, guys, we can do this. Laura Smith, great to have you in the stream. We are right behind you. Hello. You should come and say hi. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing? You okay?
Yeah,
Come up for a bit of sunshine and some planes.
he loves it. He does video all the time.
Do you? It's addictive, isn't it? Louis said, have you ever streamed at Manchester? I haven't as airplane video guy, but I have before in the past, many years ago. Fantastic airport. 747 Bruce is with us. Oi oi. Where have you been, Bruce? We've been filming since 11 o'clock. Where have you been? It's not on. 150 likes. Well done, everyone. Thanks for that. Right, be right back, guys. Just 1 second. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Do you-
sorry.
that's all right. That's fine. Do you collect airplanes at all? You don't. Would you like one? I've got a couple spare in my office, which I've got Jeeps of. They're not in boxes, but they got little stands. Do you like Concorde or A380? Or you got a choice. You got a choice of Emirates or British Airways. Would you like to stand for it as well? There you go. All right. What's your son's name?
I'm a nephew
Oh,
of
nephew.
Caden.
Caden. Lovely to meet you, Caden. Keep up the support of aviation. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, show my age. Can climb up and down like this. Oh, great to meet you, Caden. Just said. I've brought with me in a box I've got some additional dupes of aircraft on my shelf at home in my office. So if anyone comes up to the truck, they're more than welcome to one of them. Okay, and having one of the Emirates A380 models. Right, let's check for movement, guys. We've got about another 30 minutes left on for the show. I'm just looking to see if anything's popping up on transponders popping up. Just going to reboot my app because I don't think that's right. I'm sure they've left. Yeah, nothing on transponder at the moment, and just looking at arrivals. But thanks for everyone for joining me today. It's been a very hot one. Let's get a temperature at 31 degrees still here airside. So still quite a few aircraft on the ground here at Bristol. Nothing leaving just yet. That was a marathon of departures though. So sorry if I missed your comment. If you ask me anything, just drop it in the comments again and I'll pick it up now for you. Yeah, Bruce deliberately had Airbus, so I wouldn't have to give one to you. Although I do have Concorde, which I believe is on par of being Queen of the Skies. Airside doing their thing. Maybe they'll pop up and say hi like last time. That'd be quite nice. Nice breeze coming across the airfield now. Very much in need of that. Better than a sticker, that's for sure. I was thinking about some stickers. It's always nice to give something to people when they come over and say hi. Yeah, I don't think my model collection is going to last that long. I've only got a couple. So how's your picture taking going?
Very good.
Is it good?
Yes, so far.
Would you like a model airplane?
Yeah.
Come on over there.
Just put the air conditioning back on.
Here you go, come over this side so you're not on the road. You've got a choice.
Thank
I hope you like British Airways.
I do.
Do you want to take a stand as well?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
You're more than welcome. Good to see you going to a good home. Oh, I need some handrails.
It's me.
Right, I've only got Concorde left now. I'd give Bruce a sticker with a 747 right A380 on it. Right, we've got incoming aircraft, so I'm going to swing this round and get this next arrival in. Oh, butterly smooth.
Thank you.
Hey Rob, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I can see the next arrival on finals. Landing lights are on, that's established for landing. We'll get that one come in just a short time. a little bit out of range with the heat haze to keep focus, so we'll get that one just before it hits the threshold. Yeah, Alison, that backdrop is phenomenal at the end of 09 here at Bristol. On a good day, on a very visible day, you can see Wales very clearly. You can almost see Cardiff. Not quite Cardiff Airport though. Louise says she'd love a Concorde. I can save this one for you if you like. It doesn't have a stand though, I'm afraid. Next arrival, Louise, thanks for that, from Dublin Aer Lingus. Another ATR. These props are going to sound great. See the shape of those wings arching up before it touched down, and the end of those wings just drop. Using all that lift right to the last second. Beautiful arrival there from Aer Lingus. Nothing going on too much with the TUI 737 Maxes over there. Yeah, you might be right, Alison, that might be Cleveland over there. Afternoon to Roger, welcome to the stream, buddy. Great to have you in, Roger. Shame you weren't here a couple of hours ago, just before the lunchtime traffic heated up. I think we had about a 30 minutes spate of aircraft heading out of Bristol, one after the other. But thanks for joining us on your Tuesday afternoon. I hope you're doing well. So we've got Ryanair from Bristol to Dublin. Our transponder's just gone on that one. You can see fuel trucks just leaving that aircraft and heading down towards that ATR of Aer Lingus, which just arrived. Just looking for arrivals. We do have Jet2 in the Jet2 Holidays livery coming in from Tenerife. That one just 13 minutes out. And that one might be a great aircraft to finish on. Actually, we've got a... yeah, it'd probably be that one to finish on. But in advance, thank you everyone for joining me today in the Bristol sunshine, all 31 degrees of it. Yeah, we could definitely look at Manchester in the future. We're not partial to sticking with just one airport. I like to have a bit of variety. Beginning of July, I'm out to Orlando, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to do some bits with the airport there, so keep an eye out for that one. Bit of tag action at the terminal. That Ryanair on pushback. Just going to grab a drink, guys, bear with me. Oh, Dodo, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon to you. Great to see you here. Yeah, indeed, do get the big heavies over in Manchester. My wife, who was just over in Venice, she said that over there, there are a lot of heavies from North America and from the Far East there. So that might be one for the schedule, to have a quick trip over there and do some spotting. I know they've got a really nice outdoor terrace at the airport, which is open to the elements. We also get the big heavies over at Birmingham as well. So they get the daily service from Dubai with their Emirates A380, which is great for an airport of that size. They also get the daily shuttle from Maersk with their 777 freighter, and they also get Qatar Airlines as well, plus I think Air India is still going into there, I'm sure it is. As well with their Dreamliner. We will be there on Thursday, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Just a couple of days away. More heat, more 30 plus degrees temperatures. Indeed, yeah. So we've got 2 aircraft with transponders on there. We've also got another Ryanair for their service to Bari. And we've also got that imminent arrival of the Tenerife to Bristol Jet2 Holidays livery due in just 7 minutes time. Currently at 7,500 feet. We'll get that arrival and these 2 departures, and that will probably be it for us today, guys. So again, thanks to everyone who's tuned in. Thanks to Louise for being a super mod again, as always, and thanks to everyone for their support. All the usual crowd who are here, thank you very much for continuously supporting the channel and listening to me waffle on. I don't think I've moaned too much about the weather though, have I? I think others have moaned more than I have. Right, Ryanair going to 27 on the runway, so it looks like we've got ops change. So it looks like we are going to get these departures going out in front of us, which will be quite nice. And with that westerly sun, we should get nice illumination of the engines, possibly even a few pilots' faces. We'll see. So Ryanair heading out just shortly, heading down to 27. So they're taking off from east to west this time, not west to east. So no close-ups at the threshold on this occasion, but we will get those fantastic shots as they climb out just in front of us. So Ryanair out next. We've got another one with a transponder on. And we've also got that probably the last movement of the day, depending on if that makes it to the runway quicker than that second Ryanair, is that Jet2 Holidays livery incoming flight, which was heading up the Bristol Channel, and I'm assuming now that's doing a full loop so it can come around to 27. Just looking up in the sky to see if I can see it, but it must have passed behind me. So second Ryanair on pushback. We got a bit of tug action just in a sec. We'll get this Ryanair 737 MAX out next. That heading straight over the Bristol Channel. Beautiful departure straight out of Bristol. We've got the second Ryanair just looks like it's been detached from the tug, or about to be detached from the tug. Yeah, still pushing back. Thanks, Louise. guys, you can support my channel by liking it, and obviously a subscription to the channel would mean the world as well. And it's absolutely free, and it will be helping me out a great deal, and I appreciate all your efforts in supporting the channel. Thank you. Just looking out for that Jet 2. No sign of it. Oh, I can see it now. It's on finals. Landing lights are on. That one's established for arrival. I don't think this Ryanair is going to get down there quick enough though. So Ryanair will be the last movement of the day after this Jet 2 holidays arrival. Thanks for that, Louise. Jet 2 coming in from Tenerife. So Ryanair still holding short at the threshold of the entry to 27. So Ryanair departure is last movement of the day, folks. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today, sharing your Tuesday afternoons with me, and a bit of the morning as well. It's been a pleasure having you with me here, and love all of your support and conversation as well. Thanks, Louise. Next departure, Ryanair to Dublin. Nice smoky departure from that 737 MAX. Right, that is going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all the likes, all the new subscriptions as well. I'll hopefully see you all again at Birmingham. Birmingham on Thursday. Birmingham, we've got the what have we got? We've got the A380 from Emirates. We've got the 777 freighter of Maersk. Lots going on there. A lot of short haul stuff as well, and long haul. But thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for the banter and chat, the likes, the subscribes to the channel, and enjoy the rest of this sunshine today, and I shall see you in just a couple of days. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I shall see you again very, very soon. Take care, guys. Bye for now.